All right, guys, good morning. Good morning. Welcome to our morning note. It is February 8th, 2021. My name is Carlos Garcia, founder and CEO of G.A.R Capital. Thank you so much for taking time out of your day to join me. Before we begin, make sure to click on the bottom right-hand corner of your screen to subscribe, like our videos, turn on notifications for all good stuff. Really do appreciate it. Went ahead and did a podcast over the weekend talking about the meme stocks, the Reddit Wall Street bets stocks, and what exactly happened. It's about a 25-minute podcast. Hope you guys enjoyed it. A few of you really did like it. I got some DMs saying that you guys really enjoyed it. About 543 people listened to it, so pretty good stuff. If you have any new subjects to talk about on the next podcast, feel free to let me know in the comments. All right, good morning. Let's talk market, shall we? Dow futures up 137 points. We hit all-time highs overnight. NASDAQ futures up 60 points. Hit an all-time high overnight, 13,687. S&P at all-time highs at 3,900, now at 38.95. Russell 2000 Index 2250 hit a new all-time high overnight as well. I still have those IWM calls that were a freebie. If you guys are still on that, you're going to be very happy today. Light sweet crude futures up 1.39% at 57.64 a barrel. 18.31 an ounce for gold, up 1%. Silver futures up 1.67%, 27.48 an ounce. Euro dollar down about 8 pips, 120.39. 105.45 for the dollar yen, up 10 pips currently for my Forex people. VIX, curiously enough, up 1.77% at 21.24. The 20 handle seems to be support, and 91.10 on the dollar index right now at 91.10. Bitcoin futures at 44,100, up 16% because Tesla announced that they bought Bitcoin in January. That is pretty big. So right now the spot Bitcoin price is 43,580. We hit an all-time high of a smidge below 45,000. Wow, that's pretty great. I've been saying for a while now, Bitcoin betting blunts being THCX, and the cannabis names betting DKNG and Penn. I own both. They're up about 1% a pop. Bitcoin, been saying it. I'm gonna sell one Bitcoin at 50,000 and hold the rest. Take some profits. That's my level. Again, feel free to take profits whenever you like. But again, Bitcoin is one of our top 10 of 2021 and seems to be the right call so far. So pretty good stuff right now. Futures pumping, looking good all around. A couple of names that are moving that I have with the students. We had some student plays. PLTR, Palantir. We had the 35 calls, and we're looking pretty solid there. We also had Blink looking good there as well, and that's about to break 55.60. If it does, then I would take a look at some calls to the upside. And then the other one was Dropbox. That was one of our students said to look at it, and we went ahead and got in, and it's looking pretty solid now. It is of about nearly $1 pre-market currently. Tesla is also up pre-market. We'll take a look at some of the pre-market quotes. Right now, $871 the print on Tesla. $900.36 is the all-time high. I still own shares on it. I'm not even thinking about selling or anything, so still pretty good. Let's go ahead and see if I could bring up the pre-market movers today. Pre-market movers, anything here. Sundial Growers is up about 0.88%. That's the only one I've heard people talk about a lot. Let's take a look at the Dow. What's moving? Apple's down 0.46% as Kia and Hyundai Motors state that they're not working with Apple on an electric vehicle. Microsoft up 0.47%. Disney up 1.65%. I'm watching that. They have earnings on Thursday before the bell, or after the bell, excuse me. So I'll be looking at calls on that. Maybe take a look at those. Microsoft 0.47%, like I said. Coca-Cola up 0.62%. Boeing up nearly 1%. Johnson & Johnson up nearly 0.76%. And the S&P, Ford is up about 0.52%. Tesla up 2.23% right now. And NASDAQ, PayPal up 2.84%. I own shares in that. AMD's climbing back up a little bit, 0.39%. Baidu up nearly 2%. Qualcomm bouncing slightly, 0.50%. Cisco up 1.71% pre-market, and Moderna up 1%. And on the NASDAQ, let's see what else is moving as well. Nothing that we know or follow. So that's where we are currently. Let me go ahead and close that here. So pretty good day. IWM, we have that as a signal. I sent it on Twitter. I sent that on Instagram, our breakdown. Again, live trade. That was a freebie for you guys. I hope you guys got it. If you guys closed on Friday, I think it hit as high as about 37%. I stated if you wanted to take profits, go ahead, but I went ahead. I'm holding it. So is the team. So again, we should be pretty nice. Hopefully about 100% return on those IWM calls. So pretty good way to start the week. This week we have some earnings coming up. We went ahead and posted that on Instagram. Feel free to check that out. And with that being said, let's go ahead and answer some questions. Good morning. Good morning. Thoughts on Jeff is asking Roku and NVIDIA calls. Let's go ahead and bring this up here. Let's see, Roku. Roku's looking very, very nice. The problem is that it's very expensive. So I'm going to place an alert at 448.02. Again, I've been riding this stock for a while. I own this stock. I think I've owned it in around the 130s. So I'm up pretty nicely. Or I think with 150s, I own Roku. And it's great, but again, the premiums are very expensive. Same thing with NVIDIA. I own stock too. And, well, here in NVIDIA, you need to kind of break out above this, right here, these wicks, about 560. 560 breaks, then you can have a conversation about buying some calls. But right now, I wouldn't. And it's just expensive too. Tesla $1,000 a share end of the year. Yeah, $1,000 a share, definitely. I think that's gonna happen. Love the podcast. Yeah, definitely would like to do more. I just need more subjects. Daniel, but thank you. Morning, Carlos. What are your thoughts on Rocket companies? Are you talking about Rocket Mortgage? I was looking at calls, but it's just consolidating here. Not a huge fan of buying any mortgage companies. I guess I'm a little wary still from 2008 and everything like that. But again, there's more regulation now. I have financials in my portfolio that have a little bit of exposure like JP Morgan. So I'd rather have that. Holding IWM here. Thanks. Hey, you're welcome. You'll be very happy. GME, not even gonna touch it. Way too expensive. Skip it. Good morning. Thoughts on Spotify? I love Spotify long term and I own it. Right here be a good place to probably buy some shares. My level to buy on Spotify, I had an alert at $294.99. If you're looking just to buy some, go for it. It's a good price here. Zynga, $12 after earnings. I mean, we'll see. There was some unusual options activity on it, but it's holding up now. It's breaking out slightly. But again, earnings are coming. Are you long on airlines? I only have Delta. Delta is the only one I have. So yes, I am long airlines. CLEH calls. Celsius. I've never heard of them. I don't know if they have any calls, but maybe a break of 67.5. Start taking a look at some calls maybe for the 70s. How do you feel about Andy Jassy taking over Q3? Feels like markets overreacted. Absolutely. We're talking about the Amazon deal. Amazon is going to do fine. I love them long term. Still hold that thing. Riot blockchain, good play. Speculation. If you want to play Bitcoin, I think just owning it is better. But again, if you want to own kind of the stock proxy, Riot is probably your best play. Or GBTC. Thoughts on PLTR? I own it. Very happy to own it. I own it long term with our team. I also have some calls. Have you heard of ZOM? I have not heard of this name. I don't know what ZOM is. SLV. I'm watching it, but again, you still need to break above 26, 22 before you do anything. So you have to skip that for now. Square, I do love the stock long term. It is breaking out. Again, it's a little more on the expensive side, and it's a volatile one. So just be careful. What about SPACs? There's only one SPAC I own, and it's from Chamath. The only SPAC I own is Clove, which is a healthcare SPAC. Good morning, Carlos. Thoughts on Citi and banks as a whole? I have a call on Citi that I'm up a few hundred, leaning towards it, looking for a full recovery to all-time highs. Let's look at Citi. Citi should break 63.59. The financials have definitely done very well, so I'm going to place an alert at 63.59. If that breaks, then I'll start taking a look at calls with you, but I think you hold this thing if you have it. CLSK calls. Never even heard of this name. There's nothing. I mean, you could, but I mean, I don't know anything about this name. I don't know if there's any volume, so I'd have to check. Zoom is way too expensive. I skipped that. It's way too expensive to signal, and I don't trade it. FCEL looks like it's about to pop next week. Expiration. It does. Looks like it's bull flagging. Fuel cell. Let's see if we get some volume on it. If we do, then definitely would be a nice play. If you wanted to play that, let's go ahead and place an alert right around 24.60 or so to get us there. Let's put it 24.63, and we're right there. That should be your bull flag right there. GM. Yeah, GM, I believe they have earnings coming up. I have some calls on GM that are for which expiry, and I'm pretty much red on it. It's the 57 calls for Feb 19, which is next week. So there was some unusual option activity that I played on that. Dogecoin, I don't own it, guys. That's something that's not even, I mean, pure speculation as always. Look at what happened. GME didn't work out so well. There's some friends of mine that got into Dogecoin and they did very well. I wish them congratulations. I said, if you want to take profits, go for it, but I don't own it, nor do I plan to. So that's really up to you. I can't recommend that. Good morning, Carl. It's about 5. I bought 525 calls right at 160. What are your thoughts of what I should do at the open? Let's see. I say if you get your 40, anything above 40%, I just take profit and move on with your day. Bought them for Friday and expired this week. Yep, anything above 40, you take it. Thanks. I also have a call in AA. Same situation. I'm positive now, but holding for all-time highs. Thoughts? It is coming back. American Airlines. I don't know what strike you have on American Airlines, so you'd have to give me that information. If you have the 22s or the 21s and a half, yeah, you'll be fine. If you have something like the 25 calls, then no, I would take it. I would take it as soon as you can, because that's depends on the expiry. That's Ian's question. Alcoa. Let's take a look at Alcoa. Oh, sorry, Alcoa. Sorry, I'm thinking AAL. That's Alcoa. You're right. Football TV thoughts. I own the stock, and of course, Football TV kind of killed me yesterday. It wasn't working to watch the Super Bowl, which was really upsetting me. So I had to get CBS All Access. So Football TV, you messed up on me last night. But I own the stock here. I don't think calls are here very smart. It broke the 100-day, but I own the stock. So looking at the stock long term, if I want to go ahead and reload, I would probably reload right around 35.29. Right here on the 50-day is where I'll go ahead and add some more. Snow calls. I think we had some snow calls before, but we got out of those and we made some profit. Let me go ahead and maximize this sell here. Snow. Looking at snow here, yeah, slight bull flag, but nothing really there yet. You could probably target 320, but when you see the volume and the 22 strike, Ian's asking about Alcoa. Yeah, you should be okay. But again, anything above 40, I like to take profit and move on with my day. And again, it's not an investment, it's just a trade. All right, guys, we're going to go ahead and leave it there. Thank you so much for taking the time out of your day. Make sure to like, subscribe, turn on notifications as always on our YouTube channel. More great things to come. Enjoy your freebie. Congratulations if you got IWM. I'm glad you guys did. And, we'll catch you guys soon. Have a good one, guys.